Hello, long time no see. My name is Joel David. I do some YouTube videos on here, or rather, I used to do some a long time ago, but now I'm back. I'm here to do this little video to do on some thing that I found really interesting recently, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing now for the next few series of videos. But anyway, jumping right in, today I want to talk about Boogie2988. You might remember Boogie2988. Maybe you remember Francis, right? One of his characters. This is probably one of my favorite Francis videos of all time, maybe because I was a big Diablo 3 fan. And let's speak for itself.
I would be playing Diablo 3, you be playing Diablo 3, but nobody's fucking playing Diablo 3! Because you got your servers down, the servers are down, and every time I try to log in, all I get is fucking error 37, error 37, I keep trying to log in and I get error 37, error 37, why the fuck is it 37? What the fuck are the other 36? Shouldn't this be error number 1? Error number 1, I can't log the fuck in!
Right, so that's one of Boogie2988's characters, Francis. I've actually been a big Boogie fan for a long time. I think as far as I can remember being on YouTube, there's always been a Boogie2988 presence, whether it's been in the form of Francis or whether it's been in the form of something else, you know. But he's been no stranger to controversy, as some of you guys may remember. He had an issue with that Frank Hassel guy, and there was a whole controversy. I don't want to mischaracterize what happened there, but all I know is there was a guy who was harassing him. Boogie said, "Come to my house and I'll shoot you," because he said he was going to go to his house. He went to his house, knocked on his door. Boogie said, "Get away," and pulled a gun on him, got arrested, etc. But I think in America that's probably fine, defending your property and all that jazz. But, you know, as far as I've ever been aware, there's always been a very larger-than-life presence in Boogie, although there's a lot less of them than there used to be. But recently, and I mean very recently, just this last week, he put this video up with a cute dog to appeal to your heart.
Well, this is a video I've dreaded making, but it's time, so I'm asking for your help as we head into the holiday season. Not happy about it, but here we are.
Right, so from this point, Boogie goes on to explain that he's now in some financial difficulty, but he's ready to work. But the thing that's really got me riled up, and probably a lot of other people as well, in particular with the time that we find ourselves in, is this part of the video. It explains why he's in the situation he's in.
Bad reason is I'm finally in a position where I have to get back to work. And I'm not making any excuses here. You know I spent a tremendous amount of money on dumb things. But the biggest issue is that I had a nice big nest egg. I took some financial advice from a friend, and I'm not pointing fingers necessarily. I took the advice, but I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
Right, so he put his money in the crypto market. He's now broke as fuck, which is, you know, bizarre because, you know, you look at Bitcoin over the past year. I know a lot of people have been in it. I've been in it. But when this started happening, you know, I decided not to touch it with a barge pole. It's gone down 60% in the past year on Bitcoin, 58% on Ethereum. You know, you look at some articles on like crypto.com and people are saying like, oh yeah, Algorand's price is awesome. It's doing so well, blah, blah, blah. But look at the past year, it's down 82%. Like, it's crazy. It's a absolute fool's game at the moment. And cryptocurrency, by and large, is now reaching the main media, right? This is the BBC
Coinbase has reported a larger than expected quarterly loss.
reporting on Coinbase, which is probably the large platform in the whole of Europe, at least, if not the world, has made massive amounts of losses, right? But what's really wound people up, especially me, is I remember this video of Boogie's, which is him announcing how rich he was now because of crypto. And now he's making a video a year later basically saying he's broke because of it and that he needs everybody's help. Now, one thing I will say is that Boogie has made a really good effort to explain in his video, in the I Need Help video, that if you can't help him financially, watching his videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all of that stuff, all that good stuff I hope you do for me as well, to be fair, that would be more than enough for him. And he put this up on Twitter, that he was thinking about deleting the video, but he decided instead to just put this comment up, which is, please realize I'm asking for your likes and your views. Only if someone is insanely well off, I'm asking them to check my Patreon or channel memberships. It's not about money, it's about making videos again and people watching them. But I mean, he kind of did, you know, 1 minute in, 2 minutes into the video, basically start talking about how you guys can help me. he then made a video about how much he's made from, that video alone. He's estimated to make over $1,000, and this is just in the first week of it. But his viewers is up, his viewership's up, his watch time is up. And I even commented on it saying, I've actually not been served any of your content for a while, Boogie. This is a big deal. So, I'm glad you're back in the thing. But when I sat down and thought about it just a little bit more, the thing that really riled me up about it was the fact that there's a huge cost of living crisis going on right now. And I'm on YouTube and I'm watching this guy who's, let's face it, if he was financially responsible in any way, shape or form, this video would not exist. He's put himself in this situation. And, if I'd done that, who do I turn to and say, oh, I've really messed up on cryptocurrencies, guys, please help me and check me out right now? No one. If we look at the BBC's website, for example, there are people who, there's a lady here. I'll just let her speak for herself.
Good morning. I'm really sorry. I thought the social workers had been in touch with you to let you know that our care package with you ended last night. Sadly, I don't have any clients in your area and staff are complaining about fuel costs.
Natalie's husband Jason has now become her sole carer.
He helps me in and out the shower, he helps me with the bed bath, moving from one room to another. The list goes on.
There's people out there right now whose problems are real and genuine in this cost of living. This woman's no longer been left without a carer now. And that's for 5 months because of this cost of living crisis. There are people who can't afford to get there because the fuel expenses have gone up so much, etc., etc. But even looking at the cost of living from the BBC, grocery bills forecast to rise £12 a week. That means they're going to go up £643, which is, it's a humongous increase for a lot of people. It's a 10% increase, a 40-year high on inflation. And, it's affecting real people. This is a reporter from the Yorkshire Post, Sophie Maylan, and she has spoken to this lady in one of our local grocery supermarkets in the UK, in particular in Yorkshire, and just listen to what she has to say.
Do I put my heating on, or do I just get my blanket out? I don't put many lights on, and what I've started doing that I don't normally do is when I make a cup of tea or coffee, I measure the water out first in my pot, and then I put that in the kettle so that I don't overfill.
So this woman, she's 78 years old. She's having to think about the cost of living in such a way that she's measuring out the amount of water she's going to boil in her kettle because she knows that will ultimately save her money in the long run. But one of the really interesting things she says is this, which is quoted at the top, but I'll let her say it.
To be quite honest, I'm glad I'm getting near my sell-by date, as I put it. I wouldn't want to be growing up now in today's world.
It's absolutely crazy. And then here we've got this YouTuber who I really, really used to like and love, but I've just lost a lot of respect for him. And I guess that's it. I don't know why I wanted to voice this today. I just did. It was probably the wrong time of day and the wrong moment for me to see this, Boogie, but I'm really disappointed as one of your longtime fans. And, dig yourself out of this hole and deal with it, but don't put the burden on us as your viewership. Okay, thanks.